have around with me. If you're 24 and talking about something, you shouldn't be taking life so serious. What do you mean? You're 24. You're in your mid-20s. Talking about you shouldn't be taking life serious. You should be taking life serious. When you're in your 20s, period, you should be taking life serious. That's all I gotta say. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. You gotta understand that. You gotta move on from that, man. I understand, like saying people don't understand. Yeah, that's gonna be your man's. That's gonna be your friend. You know, y'all been cool since day one. But as you get older, you gotta start seeing who's progressing and who's not. That's just how it's gonna be. And then you got people. Of course, you got the people that complain about jobs. Okay, people that complain about jobs all day. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not making no money here. I don't want to do the work. What you come to work for complaining? There's people out here that can't get a job. And yet you sitting here complaining 24/7. If you don't like the job you work at, either move on, get another one, or just be quiet. Like, get up, get out, go find another job, or sit right there and be quiet. Like, you want to come to work to do nothing. Like, people don't understand why you trying to get paid to do nothing. You are not a celebrity. Celebrities literally can get paid to do nothing, just to show up. They get paid to do that. You actually still got to work. If you don't like the job, move on from it. I'm just saying. You look at me, I'm going to tell y'all an honest story right now. This is the only job I ever had. I don't know, as a teenager, I don't know. You seen people working in the summer and all that. Jobs wasn't knocking at the door. You feel me? Keeping it real. But like I said, I've been at this job since I was 20. I'm 23 now. And my simple thing is this. It's not going. I'm not even at the peak. I'm not even going anywhere anymore at the job. You know what I'm saying? I don't got it ain't no bad blood between me and the job. It's just I'm not going anywhere. You've been in the joint for 3 years and probably been overlooked. I understand, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I got bad history with the job because, you know what I'm saying, I did have 1 year where, you know, things was just wrong. But at the end of the day, I still, you seen a lot changed since that last time. But at the end of the day, you could tell I'm not going nowhere. And it's funny how you can look, they don't think I see this. They don't think I see this, but I do. There's a change coming. There's a lot of changes coming, and I can already see that I'm not going to be a part of that move. So, I mean, you know, I'm going to be here, of course. But, like I said, it's time for me to move on. I ain't got no bad blood. It's just time for me to move on. It's changing stuff happening. It's changing stuff happening that, of course, I'm not going to be a part of. Because apparently it seems like you want me to go backwards to move forward. I got to step down to move up. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't never hear nobody, you know, knocking at I don't hear nobody coming to me saying, we're going to teach you how to do this. We're going to teach you how to do that. In order for them to teach me how to do that, I got to go backwards, go forward. You know, I don't really understand that concept, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's time to move on. Ain't no problem. What? That's just the way life works. It's nothing bad about that. That's just how it works. You know, you can go to a job every day. Day in and day out, put in all the hours. You there on time, all the time. Managers, you know, your boss, your supervisors, all of them, they can count on you all the time. And you still be the first one to get overlooked when something happens. When something open up, you can be the first one to get overlooked. That's just how it works. You know? I done heard a whole lot of shady stories underneath the table. But like I said, I'm not the person who's going to be the first one to start blaming somebody. At the end of the day, when you at a job, it's just business. That's not how I do business, but it is what it is. So it's time, of course, to move on. And plus, it's time to move on the fact that it's time for something better. You know? I plan on actually doing stuff in life, and just having this on my resume, it's crazy. Just having this one thing, been here all these years, and just making what? This little bit right here? Nah. You know, and I told one of my coworkers that too. It was like, she been there longer than I have. You pretty much done franchised this job. You're a franchise associate now. And you have not yet moved up. So that just gives you a sign to say what? It's time to move on. So moving on, ladies and gentlemen, you guys got to understand that that's important. It's not saying hold on to stuff. It's just you got to let go. We getting too old for a lot of stuff nowadays. Move on from jobs. Move on from pointless drama that you don't need in life. You know what I'm saying? That you don't even need in life. Certain people you don't need in life. That's the lesson I'm trying to tell you guys. Just to move on. Go forward. Don't worry about going back. Go forward. Stay dedicated to something. Because it's going to pay off eventually. I want to first let the time and see if I can pull this up for you guys real quick. Hold on. Wait a minute. Recently I know I done seen that I don't get, a lot of people say is that, you know, your city don't support you until you blow up. You know what I'm saying? They don't support you until you blow up. And I look at, you know, my weekly like fan base and stuff like that, and I see I don't get a whole lot of support from my own city, my own hometown, my home area. They say I'm looking at it right now. But, you know, that whole thing, that whole argument or that whole type of little situation, it basically is, don't worry, look, you build your fan base wherever you go at. You know, when you blow up, then everybody trying to get on your back when you blow up. So don't worry about it, man. Like I said, right here in the DMV, a lot of people say, you know, they say stuff about like, oh, KD, you know, oh, I know KD. I know Kevin Durant. I know Wale. A lot of people don't support them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't support them, but I'm like, but they doing big. They made it out. You know what I'm saying? They made it out. They doing something better. You should be proud of that. That's what I'm saying. In like hometown, man, they don't be satisfied till you leave. You could try to do something big here, but then when you leave, you say when you try to do something big here, you just you know, you get the yeah, I know him. They put out something, But when you start blowing up, like in the South or over on the West Coast and up there in like New York and down and stuff like that, everybody looking at you like, yeah, that's my man's. I know him and stuff like that. Where was the support then and why is I'm getting support now? That's just the honest question. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get into the last topic of the day, and I'm talking about money. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clarify what I mean by money. First and foremost, I commend these young dudes. These young kids, I commend them. Even these people that's in their 20s, I commend them. Another one. Sensational. Because you guys walk around like y'all got money. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Because it's nowhere in the world how you look at somebody and be like, so, man. You ever walk down the street, you see somebody and be like, yeah, man, they got the big pony, man. They got Ralph Lauren, they got the big pony. They got on the True Religions. They got on the Jordans that came out last week. They got the polo hat on. They got the Michael Kors watch on. These dudes be like 19, 20 years old, got all that stuff on. I be like, who are you trying to impress? You got to understand, we done said that before. Like, I had a conversation with somebody just the other day about this. Said, you can buy all them things, but, so that's only going to impress people that only like stuff like that. So what if you didn't have all them things? What if you wasn't shining, you wasn't flashy? Are they still gonna accept you? Are they still gonna like you? But you gotta teach these youngins that you gotta teach them that. Because at the end of the day, they can't. They don't know. They wanna do whatever's hot at the moment. They see everybody out here rocking like Michael Kors watches or Helly Hansen jackets, Hugo Boss shirts. That's what they're going to go out there and do. They're going to spend top dollar for it. They're going to go out there and spend bread on it, knowing they really can't afford it. If I can afford polo and True Religions, do you think I will buy it? If I can afford it, yeah. If $80 was just easy, if $80 on a shirt and $200 on the jeans was nothing to me, you think I would buy it? Of course. But spending $80 on one shirt, when I can go get about 7-8 shirts myself for $80. $200 on one pair of jeans. When I can go get 4 pair of jeans, because mind you, I'm not a small dude. So jeans for me already cost about $40 out the gate, which is understandable. But you talking me about buying $40 worth, you talking about $200 for one pair of jeans. And I can go get 4. See, you bought an outfit for a day. I didn't probably bought an outfit for like the last 3 days. I'm like, all right, I could wear this, right? You only got that outfit for the one day. And I remember my man, he told me this the other day. He was like, well, this was actually a while back. He was like, a girl said, in order for a dude to take her out, he had to spend $400 on her. See, this is how you know she is impressed with money. You tell me in order to take somebody out, he got to spend $400 on you. What you mean you got to spend $400 on you? The average date probably don't even cost but $100. Depending on what y'all do. Why you got to spend $400 on you? See, that's what I'm saying. She's expecting you to y'all got to go out to eat. You going to have to be in there buying her all this stuff. These names, Betsy Johnson bags, DKNY bags, Michael Kors bags. You know what I'm saying? Girls be getting all that stuff thinking we're impressed with that. The only people that you're impressing with those bags are the dudes that like that type of